go through before truth and divine elevation, you know what I'm saying? And the world as we know it today, it ain't nothing like what it used to be. I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up in the 90s. It just, you know, it had its share of evil, you know, wanted to get you to thinking that it was perfect. But it was way more feasible back then, you know what I mean? They did that with a grain of salt, man. You know, it was a lot of, way more unity back then. A whole lot more together than what it is these days. I was looking at something and it made a vivid picture to me, and I wanted to share this simply because I've been going through a lot in my journey with, you know, my truck. You know, started driving in like 2011. Started doing, you know, on the op 2019. But the attacks only gonna come stronger when you decide to fully submit your focus to a cause that, you know what I'm saying, gonna pretty much be like worth it in the end, you know what I mean? When you're on mediocrity and basic, you don't really get attacked, man. And I believe that's the force that a lot of people can't deal with. In order to succeed, and supersede that, you gotta deal with what comes with it. You know, that's almost like saying you gotta live until you die. I mean, you don't know when that's gonna be, and you don't know what's gonna happen in between life beginning and life ending, but you gotta, you know, in the middle part, you gotta live until it, you know, until it comes to an expiration. So I heard, you know, this guy say, a lot of people going through like battles, but they not dealing with like monetary value. You know, it's more so like a spiritual warfare going on here. And that's pretty much the devil's whole goal, you know, to kind of keep you, you know, like in a rut like that, you know, to get you focused, you know what I mean, on what the world has to offer instead of the bigger picture. Like they say, what is it for a man to gain the world and to lose his soul? That ain't happiness at all. You know, that's complete insanity if you ask me. You know, for you to get all that and then you still end up you cop an L in the end. You know, so I had manifested something, and then I actually wrote it down. It was about December like 14 or 15 of 2022. And I ain't never been big on positivity in my life, which is probably why I done always went through the little stuff I done went through, you know what I'm saying? I done always been an ambitious individual. You know, shout out to them Leos. A lot of them like that. That's what I am. But, you know, good and bad, life and death, you know, it lies in the power of the tongue and the thoughts. You know what I mean? So, they say what a man thinks, you know, that's what he is. That's true. You don't realize those things until you get older, though. So I wrote down about the 14th and 15th December 2022. I wrote down that, you know, I had went through my share of torture and torment, you know, as far as karma goes. You know, I lost a good, you know, person I was dating, you know, like I lost out on her, you know, my ways, you know, my way of thinking and my attitude for her, you know what I'm saying, in 2012. And, you know, from 2012, that's when it ended, but, you know, we started talking like in 2010, you know what I'm saying? So we was clutching 3 years. But, you know, I reaped a lot of habits, man, like that situation. That ended in that relationship, you know, came, you know, I lost a good job, man, you know, so I feel like what I put out here toward her, you know, they say you treat people, watch how you treat people how you want them to treat you. So, you know, if it's a godly person, God pretty much, you know, don't look at that like it's him, you know, and he'll bring it to you. He'll stick it to you. I lost a good job, man, and I got one of my favorite cars stolen. Ended up getting found, but you know, somebody do you violate you like they violate you like that, you know, it ain't the same. I got justice on it, and again, you know, my way. But you know what I'm saying, like, you know, hey. Just from that 2012 ending of that relationship seemed like all things were good before that ending of that relationship. There was a lot of ways I was thinking, you know, as far as like the world is going. I was overly consumed in cars and jewelry and sneakers to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I kind of like lost all of my relationship with God. But God helped me by taking the things that you admire the most, you know, just to get you realigned and refocused on what He wants you to refocus. It's important to be focused so you can see what needs to be seen. You can't see what needs to be seen if you out here enticed and influenced by things that real life have no moral value. And you know, it's just, you know, it's just things. It has no real, you know, has no real meaning to having it, you know, other than you having the funds to be able to purchase it, and it's within your position. But I manifested, you know, about the torture and all that stuff, and went through those things, and it was kind of hard for me to, you know, to understand what I was writing, but I just feel like I had to have my share of everything that was coming to me, and I decided to write it. So I wrote also that, you know what I mean, like I wrote kind of like a study guide on some verses in that Bible. I wrote a lot of those, you know, like in James 3:12, Ephesians 6:12, Psalms 133. There was Psalms 130 and Psalms 133. The whole chapter, like that whole, you know, 130, that whole 130, and the whole Psalm 133, verse to the last verse. And I told myself, like, you know, you gotta honor God on earth. You know, that way when judgment time comes, He'll honor you in that day. You know, and a lot of people kind of don't do that. You know, but it's a day that's not gonna go, you know, overlooked. It's gonna come. So I jotted that down, and it made me focus. So I was stressing heavy in the beginning of 2023, but I wasn't really speaking negative. I just was more so worried about being able to handle my bills. So kind of like the recession had took off at the end of 2022, and I was trying to build my faith back up by writing it. You know what I mean? Kind of like tricking myself into like positivity and weaning out the negative stuff. So, you know, January 1 to 31st, May, decent. June, decent. One thing that I had to take into account, that when I spoke that positive in, I was reconnecting myself to God by relying on Him through what He wants us to have the most, which is faith. Man, when none of my bills going unpaid, and I got some high bills, utilities and stuff like that. And it made me cling to Him even more, to the point where I told myself, I'm really gonna be done thinking negative, man, because those high bills weren't paying, they weren't getting paid with what I had, because I didn't have what it took resource-wise. But it seemed like in the nick of time, God was making it happen for me, like almost like He was a superhero. It could be the last 2 or 3 days in the month before rent comes, and some worker comes to me on the gig, where I make the money to pay the bills and have a little bit more. Crazy part though, soon as the next month kick back off, it'll get back raggedy for me. So I basically was just having enough bread to pay my bills. You know what I mean? It was on a check-to-check living basis. And it's to the people that feel like Chuck is supposed to pay this and that. And you talk to somebody that done went through rebuilding the motor, the transmission, all this, man. I supposed to have been lost my sanity, bro. I gave up fixing old school and all that. I even moved, out of my home state of Louisiana to relocate to get on. Yeah. So it was just it was just time for me to grow up, basically, on the faith side. And I guess like at the end of June is when I realized that I wasn't negative in all, really, to be honest. And it was a total shocker to me, and even people that know me know, once my mind on something, you can't break nobody. My dad and my mama, none of them. But they know I'm a respect them, but I got my own mind, man. I ain't easily swayed with the wind at all. I stand on what I believe. Then too, I was raised to stand on what I believe, you know what I'm saying? So out the blue, so cats had kind of, went through some stuff with the job I'm in, and they end up, whatever came to them, they weren't working with me no more. However it go, I don't know what it was, new work, let go, however. I don't get into that because that wasn't my business, so I couldn't tell you. But it opened up for me on the back end. And it's like this. You want them wins, but the wins come small. And throughout all this stuff I'm talking, I can't say it all. But I was having battles and demons on me as well. Like pornography demon. And that's the worst of the worst, man, that sexual sin. You know what I mean? It just depletes your character of who you know yourself to be, let alone who they know you to be or whatever, but it's just a different animal type of deal. You know what I mean? And going through not having money and stuff, and not being able to do what I enjoy doing. All that's a part of your come up, man, your blessing, you know what I'm saying? And really and truly, if I could say it how it need to be said, not to sugarcoat it and spare your feelings, you gotta go through this so you can be ready for when your turn comes. Like we done all been good before once upon a time, young, working, getting it how you get it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. We took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? And when you take things for granted, God, look at this. And He'll take whatever He gave you, He'll take it away from you. And that's what the depression and all people think they just get depressed, you know, because of something they born this way. Nah, failure creates depression. Lack of, you know, succeed creates depression. Not being able to maintain, you know, type of lifestyle you want to live. It's depression. You know what I'm saying? Getting that medication and all that type of stuff. God your medication. Been there, done that. Gotta be true to yourself though. And what's crazy, when I left back home to come move, start my new journey with this mother. You know what I'm saying? I lost down all my clothes out of the lane. We ain't even cool no more. You know, I don't even know what happened. I guess some people just grow, you know, apart or whatever, you know. I don't feel like that, you know. But I got a couple of them that I'm still tight with, but you know, you gotta watch the company you keep. Because a lot of times that'll keep you from the elevation too. But the good thing is, when God don't want something around you, ain't gonna be no, you can, you know, redirection and make it go the way you want it to. If he don't want them people around you, why you let it go, you know what I'm saying, get your little bread together. Get your mind together to be able to get that big bread again. Not get your bread together, but then to get your bread together. He gonna take away all the people that you thought was gonna be with you. He gonna take all of them out your future. They gonna put a whole another set of people in your future that you need. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a leader, man. You know, I ain't got so down on myself. I stopped working out, and my muscle memory is different on the weights. I could get big quick, and that's the thing. You know, I always want to remain doing it, but like I say, not being where you want to be in life, going through what you're going through, the challenges that come, business, and whatever you face. You know, it can put you in a depression state of being. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't nothing wrong with you. It's failure, not being able to have no bread to go cop what you want to cop, man. Sitting at the crib, you know, that's depressing. But what that's doing to you is, they're supposed to be getting your heart and mind focused back on what needs to be focused on. And that's the higher power, which is Lord our God. You know, I ain't no preacher. You know, but that's what it be, man. So, like I say, it ain't perfect now, but it's way better. And I could see what the Lord been wanting me to see, man. So this for y'all out there, man. Look, let's go do it. Don't walk around. Let's go do it, man. Shit side, shit up. You gonna be good. And I'ma leave y'all with this here, this little intro. You can look this song up. And I guarantee you it'll put a groove in you and a smile on your face. But it's about a floater. And it's called Float On, man. You know what I'm saying? Live and be free, man, but at the same time, while you trying to get to where you going and where you want to be, don't forget about the Lord, you feel me? Because you're going to be judged when you leave here. For everything that you've never done, you're going to be held accounted for. So, on this, 15th day of August 2023, Big D up in here, rolling this big semi, handling my business, and y'all be good, man. Until we talk again, stay inspired and motivated to be the best you can be. And it's alright to, you know what I'm saying, cry and talk to the Lord, man. You ain't crazy. You'll hear me. right people, you know, we'll never leave your side, bro. So whoever watched this, men and women, y'all share this, man. Never give up on your dreams, bro. Once I get to where I'm going, and I pray I get to meet my boy Slim Thug. Y'all take it easy.